fix it to myself.
Oh, so that's
just to make sure it works.
if it's safe and you're
So then I can skip it.
too complicated for me.
No, it's not complicated.
I may have just been retiring.
We can come up with a rotation.
2 year times it.
But I pulled in.
This is down. So I didn't know that. So we had a over on New Year's Day. January 2nd, and he drives someone in. Kind of bright rain. Turn my windshield light on. Let it go. Okay, clear. Yeah, so New Year's Day, Kevin did some meat. And he did some meat, right? And then he went, because it was raining, he was doing that garbage training, he did his garage. He just seared it. It smells good. It smells good. It's greasy. It's just my windshield. I tried as much as I could, but then actually when I got home, I got some 409 and actually. So, well, yeah, so now you know the garage is so steep. It probably killed me. And every first we walked in the house, and that's why we don't always do that kind of stuff outside. But it was raining, so we had to do it in the garage. So I guess I'll take the probably a certain time. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ed Nodohara, and I'll be your chairperson for this morning's 2026 service. Before we start, we like for you not to be eating or drinking in the hondo, and also please put your cell phone on silent or off. Before we start, I'd like to ask some questions. What are the languages or country is this New Year's greeting? Have a rippin' good year, mate. Anybody? Australian, very good. Okay. Happy New Year. It's Canadian. Can't you tell the accent? Sun Nin Fai Luk. Cantonese. Bonin Ne. No one took French? Frost Nayar. German, very good. How o li mak ka hike ho. Yeah, Hawaiian, very good. Ne sa keshu kamin nain. Hindu. Se he bak namin ba du seo. Korean. Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Without saying. Okay. Shinyen kui la. Mandarin. Feliz Año Nuevo. Spanish. Mali Gayang Bagun Taun. Tagalog. Very good. All right. So let's start this service. We'll begin with Sanbujo on page 26 in a large book, followed by Sutra Chanting, Juseige on page 23 in a small Dharma School service book, and page 93 in the large service book. The page numbers for the Sutra Chanting will be displayed on the front service on your monitor at home, and please follow along. Please rise to sing the Gatha Shinshu Shuka, which you'll find on page 216 in the service book.
216,
216.
this book. Okay, so please remain standing for reading of the Three Treasures, which is located on page 3 of this small Dharma school book. Okay, page 3. Three Treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we live in it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be free from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures and truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle that awaits in enlightenment and awaken ourselves of spring will. I take refuge in Dharma. When we all together be submerged in the depth of our doctrine and gaze wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in the true accord, your life-heart harmony, in a spiritual universal oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear it and receive it. let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Okay, please be seated.
Now, Reverend Mikame will give us a morning Dharma talk.
Okay, please join me in Kansho. Place your hands together, heart center. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Good morning and a happy new year. And a warm welcome to everybody here in Hondo and also to those who are watching this service at home. It's already 2026. Can you believe that? We're in 2026 and time passes so quickly, doesn't it? The most commonly used calendar in the world today is the Gregorian calendar, which counts years based on the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. The year of his birth is considered year one, and subsequent years numbered from there. So, what year is it according to the Buddhist calendar? Do you know it? What year is it according to the Buddhist calendar? Oh, yeah, kind of, yeah, almost. This year is 2569. Yeah, 2569. Okay, remember that? Okay. Unlike the Western calendar, the Buddhist calendar counts years from the death of Shakyamuni Buddha. In other words, 2,569 years have passed since the Shakyamuni Buddha entered Nirvana. When we change what we place at the center of our lives, a different world begins to open before us. In this year, 2026, or Buddhist year 2569, what kind of a year would you like it to be? How would you like to live? Each of us has countless precious things in our lives, and things that cannot be compared to be measured. But still, I hope you will consider placing the Buddha's teaching at the center, the center of your life as you move forward. By the way, throughout his Shakyamuni Buddha's life, Shakyamuni Buddha he gave countless teachings. He adjusted his words, his teaching to suit the character, capacity, understanding of his listeners, always explaining the Dharma in compassionate, easy to understand ways. But it hasn't always been the case that Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching have reached everyone in the same way all the way up to today. After passing of Shakyamuni Buddha, there are the three periods in the Buddhism that describe how the teachings slowly declined with the passing of time. So this is kind of like being the lesson, but here's a table to make it easier to understand. So these periods are known as Shobo, Zobo, Mappo in Japanese, but Shobo is the age of the true Dharma, and Zoho is the age of the semblance Dharma, and Mappo is the latter age of Dharma. Okay. So the first period is Shobo, as I said earlier, the age of the true Dharma. So this is the time when Shakyamuni Buddha was still alive, and after 5 years, about 5 years after Shakyamuni Buddha's passed away, and the teachings were correctly transmitted. People were able to practice them, and there are those who attain awakening. Since all three elements, teaching, practice, and realization, were present, this period was considered complete and balanced. Okay, and then after the Shakyamuni Buddha passed away, his disciples worked tirelessly to ensure that his teachings would not be forgotten. They memorized and recited the teachings before eventually recorded in a written form. These preserved teachings are what we know, what we now know as a sutra in this book. And however, after about 1,000 years, although the teachings and forms of the practice remained, it became increasingly difficult for people to attain awakening. This period is called Zobo, or the age of the semblance Dharma. Okay, although Buddhism was still practiced, true realization became rare, difficult. Then, after about 2,000 years or more, only the teachings remained, and practice in awakening became extremely difficult. This period is known as Mappo, or latter age of the Dharma. In our time, many people are preoccupied with daily life, work, family, and survival, and turn away from Buddhism altogether due to our abilities, our environments, and the structure of the modern society. It has become difficult to pursue awakening as people did in the Buddha's time. So, where are we now? Mappo. Yeah, one of the Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings are profound and precious, but that does not mean every teaching fits every person. Even if we sincerely wish to practice differences in culture, lifestyle, and values, especially in modern life, can make those practices seem impractical. Not everyone can reach awakening through self-effort alone. Some say, as I said, we are in Mappo. But some said, we are in Mappo, but approaching an age in which the Dharma itself seems to be fading away, and then an age in which we people aspire to awakening, but cannot reach it, and instead fall away from the path. It is precisely in such a time that we encounter Jodo Shinshu teaching of Amida Buddha. This is our tradition, Buddhism. For this reason, the teaching of Amida Buddha is enshrined in the center of this temple. Amida Buddha often described as the ultimate path and the final decisive means. Amida reaches us from beyond the outermost edge of the enlightenment, vowing, I will not let you fall away. Since Shinran Shonin, who is a founder of tradition, taught that although Shakyamuni Buddha gave many teachings, he most wishes to convey the essence of Amida Buddha. Being born as a human being is extremely rare, yet here we are, alive at this moment, encountering the Buddha's teachings, especially those of Amida Buddha's, is rare still, no matter how many lives we may have lived. Reading the three treasures, just now, and hearing the teaching now is extraordinary. It also tells us that this encounter is remarkable and deeply joyful. It reminds us that we are profoundly fortunate. And it also tells us that how precious this encounter is. However, the question remains, do we really feel that way? Do we really appreciate it? Shakyamuni Buddha left us with these words. A spoon does not know the taste. A spoon does not know the taste. A spoon is a spoon. It's used to scoop, stir, spread, and eat. It can be placed in a hot tea or cold ice cream, and is a very useful tool. Yet, spoon itself does not experience heat, cold, sweetness, or bitterness. It feels nothing at all. Shakami Buddha led us with many teachings. Perhaps we are like people who place a spoon into a bowl, holding those teachings. The spoon touches the Dharma, the teaching, but does not taste it. Shakami Buddha said that very few people actually bring the teachings to their mouth and taste them for themselves. Perhaps even the teaching he most wished us to understand, the teaching of Amida Buddha, is still untasted, with the spoon resting quietly in the bowl. Let me give you an example. Do you know the food called hummus? Hummus? Yeah, Mediterranean food. I recently tried it for the first time. Yeah. When it was served at the temple before, I thought it looked appetizing. So I never tried it. One day, though, a friend of mine told me, "Hey, hummus is really good. You should try it." And I finally took a bite, and I was surprised by how good it was. I thought to myself, "Oh, why didn't I eat this before?" Yeah. At that moment, I remembered the Buddha's words about the spoon. When I scoop out the hummus with the spoon and taste it, I imagined the BWA ladies who brought the hummus to me these past 5 years must have been happy to see me finally try it. And maybe they thought, "Oh, you finally tried it? Oh, isn't it delicious?" And similarly, I imagine the Shakyamuni Buddha looking at me as I listened to the teaching of Nembutsu, taste it and rejoice. Maybe Buddha, maybe the Amida Buddha or Shakyamuni Buddha might be saying, "Oh, you finally listened. Thank you." So a quiet smile spread across his face, maybe. And even if a spoon is placed inside a bowl, simply touching the food does not reveal its taste. Only when we bring the food to our mouth, your mouth, and taste it, do we truly know its taste. So encountering the Buddhism and the teaching of Amida Buddha is almost the same. I hope each of you will listen to the teaching and then experience them for yourself in your life. Just as you are, the person sitting here right now is already within Amida Buddha's great compassion, and you can experience this teaching here and now. And an age and gender do not matter, place and time do not matter. Your state of mind does not disqualify you. Your way of living does not exclude you. For those of you living in this very moment, Amida Buddha has prepared spring awakening. So if we encounter this teaching, but simply put our hands together with a knowing its true meaning, the spoon may be still resting in the bowl. Since you have encountered this teaching, I hope you will pick up the spoon, bring it to your mouth, and taste it. The joy of tasting does not last forever. So human beings tend to forget what is most important. Just as we cannot eat tomorrow's meal today, we must continually receive teachings in our daily lives. In earlier times, Jodo Shinshu followers in Japan often compared hearing teachings to nourishing oneself with the meal. So in Japanese, this is called sanju, receiving the Dharma as nourishment. When we receive from Amida Buddha, it's not an extensive course. What we receive from Amida now is just Namo Amida Butsu. Of all the teaching of the Shakyamuni Buddha, this name, this phrase, contains Amida's most essential virtues. Within these simple words, Amida Buddha's awakening is fully present. The Shakyamuni Buddha who vowed to liberate, Amida Buddha who vowed to liberate me comes forth through my own mouth. Even if I say, I do not have such a heart, since something does not exist, cannot emerge. Because it is present here. It emerges. Amida fills my life, your life, our life completely. So together, I hope, let us scoop up the teaching we have encountered here and taste it deeply. So thank you very much for your kind attention. I'd like to close my talk with saying Namo Amida Butsu Kansho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikame Sensei, for this very enlightening Dharma talk. Please rise to sing Gatha Ondokusan on page 76 in the small Dharma school service book.
Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Please be seated.
Are there any announcements?
Quick announcement. So next Saturday, January 10th, from 2 to 4 p.m. in the gym here, there will be a showing of this movie called One Fighting Irishman. It's being presented by J-Town Community TV. It's a special screening, so hopefully you'll join us. It is a benefit for the Dharma Center. Admission is $20. But it's about this gentleman who fought for the Japanese Americans who were incarcerated during the war. And I don't know the history, so I'm looking forward to the movie, but he was a very important person to the Japanese Americans. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jeannie Nakano speaking about Sunday refreshments, as I always do. Today is rainy and cold, so those of you who've come with friends, it's really a nice place to come. Join us for refreshments or maybe hot tea and have a conversation before you venture out into the rain and cold. So it's a matter of going down the steps through the garden into the multipurpose room. And next Sunday is going to be a rather interesting Sunday because we have the Ireicho event happening. And I understand it's been publicized to the community, so we may see a larger attendance at service for our guest speaker. And we have the Ireicho families coming in to sign, who may also join us for Sunday refreshments. So what I'm asking today is that, to sustain refreshments, we need volunteers. So next Sunday especially, we'll need maybe a couple of 2 extra people to help us. So come join us today. We look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I have 2 announcements. The first one is that Earth Day this year is going to be earlier because of the construction work and so forth. So it's going to be March 22nd, okay? So that's a Sunday, and that's when we'll be celebrating Earth Day. Part of Earth Day, we have an art contest from the Eco Sangha group and Dharma school. We have an art contest, and the theme this year is Only One Earth, okay? So when we say only one Earth, it means this is only one we know of, okay? And so we need to do something to make sure that we preserve it for generations beyond us. And one of the ways is to repurpose our stuff. Reuse things and redo, use it in a wise way. And so our art contest is geared toward using things that were used for something once and then redo it and make it for something else. Okay. Last year we had a lot of great artwork. I call it artwork that was really good. We had some really talented and innovative types of things that was shown. So want to see something like that again. And so if you can do that, that would be great. Start thinking about it, and you have until March, March 15th to submit your project, okay? Okay, next one is my usual monthly announcement. We have soul line dancing today, and it's at 11:30. So if you are available and want to get some good exercise, it's fun. We encourage everyone to come and join us. Okay, it'll be in our gym next door. Okay, thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Todd Sadama. I'm helping spread the word on this traveling exhibit that the U.S. Army and the Nisei Veterans Network is hosting. So basically, for those that may know, 442nd was a Japanese American battalion in the U.S. Army, and so it was mainly made up of all Japanese Americans that were either from Hawaii or from the internment camps. And so what they did is the U.S. Army is dedicating this traveling exhibit, and it's called I Am an American. And it's going to be starting in February 20th. That's a grand opening. It'll be here for about 4 to 6 months. But then what it does is it kind of takes people through, starting from internment with the 442nd, all their missions and such, and the rescue of the Big Red One, the Texas Battalion, and then kind of what people did afterwards as well. And there's also another portion that's dedicated to Japanese American sports and such. So that'll be up at the Presidio. It'll be at the Presidio, and then right next to there's an existing MIS exhibit there now. So it'll be nice to kind of do a 2-for-1. But anyway, so here's just some information. It's back, their postcards are back at the table here, and then it's also posted in the kiosk. Thanks.
Good morning. This is Gilbert Greta again. It's always my pleasure to meet new friends here, but today we may not have an exact brand new friend, but we are happy to see returning new friends. I would like to welcome Claudia, Bella, and Cameron. And Kevin, are you new or not so new? Not so new. Anyway, anybody new like to be people to be introduced? By the way, our Rinban is relatively new. Okay, so the reason I introduce our new friend is to encourage everybody to interact with our new friend at the after-service social. So make them feel comfortable and tell them as much as you know about Jodo Shinshu. Thank you very much.
Hard act to follow. Oh my gosh. As Jeannie mentioned, the Ireicho project is coming. They're going to be here from this Thursday to Sunday. So again, a reminder for those of you who made reservations to not miss your reservation and show up to stamp the Ireicho book. As part of this, we are having, as she also referred to, a guest speaker on Sunday. So next Sunday at the 10:10 service, we have Dr. Duncan Williams as our guest speaker. Title of his talk is The Power of Remembrance, the Buddhist Inspiration for the Ide Project. For those of you not familiar with Dr. Williams, he's currently Professor of Religion and East Asian Languages and Cultures and the director of the USC Shinshu Ito Center for Japanese Religions and Culture. He's also been a distinguished chair of Japanese Buddhism at UC Berkeley and served as the director of Berkeley Center for Japanese Studies. He has been ordained since 1993 as a Buddhist priest in the Soto Zen tradition and served as the Buddhist chaplain at Harvard from 1994 to 1996. And he's also published several books. So should be a very interesting Dharma talk next week from Dr. Williams. So hopefully you can attend. And then 2 weeks from today is our Honko service and our annual New Year's luncheon. And again, we're selling tickets for $25 for bentos and vegetarian bentos and $5 for pizza. And hopefully we can see you all there. Thank you.
Sorry, one last announcement. Reverend Mikame, you want to stand up here? Today is Reverend Mikame's birthday. So it's nice to be 21 again, isn't it? Yeah, very good, very good. So if everyone will join us, we like to sing happy birthday to Reverend Mikame. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Reverend Mikame. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Okay, so any other announcements? If not, thank you, Rinban Adams, Reverend Mikame, Reverend Jones, M.A. Dennis Akizuki, and Mathew Rowling, and organist Michael Yoshihara, and AV coordinator Kevin Kitagawa. And thank you everyone for joining this morning's service. And please drive home carefully and stay warm and stay healthy. Thank you. You could come up and do a shoko. Thank you.
Spinner? お正月近いですね。
ださい。